Nothing but the sweetest deck picks. The season's menu music feels like such a drastic shift from the prior. Absolutely. Starek, thanks for always being around and playing whatever we're playing and giving us advice. Oh, you sent one in earlier, Rad? Perfect. Very bad. I don't have my my donations dashboard up when we're doing the other one. Assuredly, Makari is in my shop by now, yes? Been enjoying the Magus deck with Iron Man and Claw, and Wanda's been a real star with rug pulls, but Magus is a neat new angle to put your cards in play. Absolutely, Payback. I think I want to look at stats for that deck, but I think they're pretty reasonable. That people have been telling me. Did the whole 80s with Hella Star-Lord is more interesting decision points than you'd think. I don't know if I believe you on that. All right, I want to look at the stats of the Magus deck to start. Oh, chat! The Vibes market is making back all its losses today. Was there a positive vibe? Why are the vibes good? Can't keep a good vibe down. Oh, is it Fantasy Surge release day? That's exciting. This build feels very strange. Oh man, people are dying with our pile. That's sad. Sad. Dedge. You want me to play? You want me to play Star-Lord Hella? Okay. We can make that happen, Dan. Thanks for the support as always. The hell is this? If you're missing Surge, you should just have gold to buy the Surge bundle here in a second, is the actual answer. Otherwise you done messed up. Phantom X, but instead of playing good cards, you're using bad ones like Zombie Captain Marvel. Yeah, that sounds right. Yikes. All right, we have a request to Galactus to start. I don't think I have any new cards to add to this. I think we're just running it as is. We're currently in a bad Phantom X metagame. That implies the existence of a good Phantom X metagame, which I'm skeptical exists. I lost this a couple days ago. Yeah, we played this deck a bunch. I like it. I like it a lot. So it's interesting. Most interesting Galactus deck to set a low bar. So, Agony does not work profitably with Fallen One. However, if you Agony into Symbiote Spider-Man, you can kind of pipe it in indirectly that way, which is nice. So I can't use the Agony now because this will merge into here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's a fun variant. Jeff, I haven't played it over a year. Can you catch me up? Yeah, Marvel Snap's done a pretty good job of not power creeping over the course of the last year. Meaning that you could probably pick up and play with your decks that were good the last time you played. They release more cards than they were previously, but the new economy also makes it cheaper and easier to get cards than it was in the past, which is really nice. If you're looking for a dex guide to pop back in with, be sure to check out this one. And then I have a video here detailing the newest economy. And this means I have 12 energy on the last turn, which means this still works. Yeah, I get to go ahead and go Man Spider here, Taskmaster in here. Call it a day. Just like hoping not to get Shang-Chi'd. Oh, wow. They're actually hoping to kill the Hulk, I think. I think we're still bigger, though, right? Because this doubles up to 24, and then this goes into it, and it goes to 52. So even if the Hulk had been 36 on the left, we still would have won here. Sweet. I hit Infinite already with an old Surfer deck. I just feel like I'm missing out on so many cards. I mean, yeah, they kept releasing lots of cards while you weren't playing Marvel Snap. I wouldn't look at it from the perspective of I'm missing so many cards, because you could be competitive without those cards and like win games. I would look at it as there's lots of cards that are new to you that you're going to get to explore and enjoy for the first time. People spend way too much time hyper-focused on the end goal of having everything and don't enjoy the journey along the way. one, like, thing to note is that a lot of content is going to feature cards that you don't have almost assuredly. Because content like this tends to hyper-focus on newer cards because that's what longtime players are most interested in watching. I just wouldn't let yourself be too crazy about it. Okay, and then I have priority here on the left and the right, and they gave me a 6 energy, so we're gonna Galactus the shit out of them. I'm still playing High Evo from forever ago. To be fair, High Evo enjoyers are feasting lately. Between the newer card releases and the balance upgrades. All right, well, they correctly sniffed out the Galactus. Let's see if they could overcome it. Narrator. They could, in fact, overcome it. I assume they have fastball special of their own. Or, sorry, animated diffusion of their own. Oh, that makes him smaller. I don't think that gives them a bonus, no. That's cute. It's good to know. No hordes, because horde has to go at another location. There's no other locations for them to go at. To the people who pay attention, was there an actual tangible thing that sparked the market rally today, or was it just a vibe shift? Because that's how things work in 2026. What are all these cards? I haven't touched Snap since you went to Pokemon at the start of last year. Well, so one of the nice things about Snap is you can actually mouse over the cards on stream thanks to the overlay stuff. Yeah, my month off from Marvel Snap was January 2025. It was over a year ago at this point. I took my break. Man, I don't love this, but at the same time, I kind of don't have anything else to do. And I guess this does cut them off of a 7th energy, so they can't Finfang me next turn. I wish, if I had a non-Galactus thing I could do here, I think I'd do the non-Galactus thing, but I think... The fuck do they have a 23 power Hulk? Good gravy, that thing's so fucking huge. Fastball special is the best draw on our deck, not close. Cute. Are we good? I think we're good, right? Because this is negative 13 and then it comes back as 26. We even get the Galactus animation again, right? Kneel before Poppy. I'm very fortunate to have our combo there through the what's it called? Are there still people hanging out in chat that haven't gotten the latest PAX bundle for Snap? Second Dinner gave the creators a bunch of keys for them. So I have some we could give away if people would like them. Yeah, I'll just throw them in the Discord server. Whatever happens, happens. No, it's the same one from last year still. All right, I'm gonna put one in Twitch chat. I'm gonna put one in the. I'm gonna put two in the announcements channel in the Discord server, and I'm gonna put two in the supporter only Marvel Snap channel. Fastest fingers. Good luck, Godspeed. Eric Tron, thank you for the 66 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. What is PAX? It is a game convention and video game convention that happens every year. They usually have Marvel Snap promo stuff to give out from it. How's the deck queue looking? I've got two more after this one, and I'm planning to stream for, I don't know, probably another 4 hours at least, so I could probably take one more. This is the one from the album I am slowly working towards. Wow, poor Magik.
Great power comes.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
It's so weird that she uses the regular Marvel voice. See if Not My Dance feels like kneeling this afternoon. Fuck you, Gambit. God bless. You can stay. Choop. This is why this deck's a Galactus deck, by the way. Because you could do this on turn 7. You're just like, what if there was only one location that mattered?
Victory.
Excellent. Excellent. Good luck at the rest of your Conquest League that idiots. GG's. Auto ads on YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Alright, second class stream citizens. I have saved you from auto ads. Oh, is the new bundle up? This one is it's a collector token bundle too, if I recall, right? I think I'm getting harpooned. Did I not roll over yet? This is a 700 gold variant? Holy. All right, well, I need to open for those. Whoo, Bobby Morgan. Don't I already have a Creative Pocket House, Morgan? I thought I did. Ah! Oh, am I buying it? Am I buying it? Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
Mastery.
Fantasy variants #1. Numero uno, and Makari is here? Oh, baby. No! Stop it! Give it to me! It's mine! How do you spell Makari? Oh, there's 2 Ks. Got it. Like, I thought I typed this right. Wait! What? No! What the hell? Is it me? I need to reload the game? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, have an advert. I'm gonna reload the game. Kick this stupid thing right in the teeth where it belongs. BRB, BRB. Man, spending 5,000 gold on that shit. I'm under 10,000 gold. Is this how the rest of you live all the time? Less than 10,000 gold? Is Moon Dragon worth getting if I don't have Doom 2099? No, she literally only goes in Doom 2099 decks. If he logs in and there's a different variant there, I will lose my mind.
Mastery.
Is Chamber not playing Moondragon? Oh, I guess Chamber might be. That's fair. This damn cold is killing me, chat. My plague rat's infecting me. I need to open boxes for that Star-Lord variant. I need it real bad. Need it real bad, you see. I actually don't have a zombie Galactus variant yet, so that's welcome. Oh, there's a Moondragon variant in here, too. The Bucky in the shop has a token variant. Oh, that's exciting. They gonna get another 1,200 gold out of me, chat? Yeah, where are the variants in these boxes? I don't want tickets. I want variants. Variants are only 1 in 9. That's sad. Never tell me the odds.
Mastery.
That what we call variant, something like that. All right, I guess I'll keep opening these later. CS, thank you for the almost 2 years. Welcome back. Let's check the Bucky real quick. Whoa! Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mastery.
Oh, there's 2K tokens in there. There are, aren't there? This is good. I got the tokens from the Surge bundle. I got the tokens from here, and there's the Star-Lord. Oh, perfect.
Mastery.
Perfection. All right. High Voltage is live. There are no progression currency in it, no cards, only cosmetics, not a credit in sight.
Oh, snap.
Mindscape's not great for us in theory. Arbor's a little sad. It means I can't fastball special. And I guess I had to give him a bunch of rocks, though. Variants are technically progression if you really, really squint. No. Stop it, man. It's effectively 25 credits. Yeah, that. What a bad dog. Sorry, I burned your village. Have some rocks. Watch them top deck Hulk here. Their 8-card deck.
Victory.
We'll see if the opponent learns from their mistake and Cosmos the agony path next time.
Opponent snapped.
They did learn, chat. Look at that. I forgot the game mode tier list is the current game mode with the lower ones. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of high voltage personally. Or people running down the rope. Hey Jeff, I've encountered the first decently high quality Snap clone. It's based on Vampire the Masquerade IP and it's called Clans of London. Have you seen or played it before? I was actually laughing about that the other day in the Discord server with some folks because there was a review of it talking about how this reminds me of Marvel's Snap before the game became predatory and pay to win, and like there's literally $100 pop-ups in that game too. But yeah, it looks like basically almost a full carbon copy paste of Marvel Snap, but with a Vampire the Masquerade IP. They had actually reached out to me at like the end of 24 or early 25 for like feedback on it, and then they ghosted me. So I'm not surprised that it like released and hasn't had any advertising or anything. Apparently it released like 5 months ago. So I wouldn't be super optimistic of that for that game having a future based on how the management has run it so far.
Victory.
Yeah, I assume that game is dead to rights. So like this isn't all of the revenue, but the website that tracks mobile app revenue, they made less than $5,000 on Apple and less than $5,000 on Android in January of 2026, 4 months in. So I expect that. I would be surprised if that one, I would not spend money there unless you're happy just like disappearing. And like as a point of reference, for January 2026, you know, Marvel Snap, not the titan it once was in the revenue department. They made about $800,000 on Apple and about $700,000 on Android. So still a cool 1.5 million between those two platforms, not counting PC Steam sales and not counting web shop sales. So they're probably Snap's probably doing still probably like I would bet somewhere in like the 3 to 5 million a month range. If I had to, you know, pull numbers directly out of my asshole like people do on the internet. I've been struggling to get my first Infinite Avatar. Do you have a best decks video solely for Conquest? At no point in Marvel Snap's history has there ever been decks that were good in Conquest that were bad in... Decks that were good in Conquest but were bad on ladder or vice versa. Or just good decks are good and bad decks are bad. The truth about trying to get an infinite avatar is simply that it is incredibly high variance to win 5 matches in a row. If you have an astonishing 80% win rate, you will only go 5 in a row 1 out of 3 times you try. And none of you have, myself included, an 80% win rate. Even if you're good. The only thing you can really do to hedge Conquest a little bit is you can choose what's what I'm searching for. You can make sure you're not playing any decks that lose to an individual tech card. What do I mean by that? Don't play Ajax because you're going to run into Luke Cage at some point in your 5 matches. You're going to go to 0%, right? I mean, in Infinite Conquest, there's minimal matchmaking. I'm not sure 80% is that unrealistic. I disagree with that, Steric. I think in a game like Magic the Gathering, I would agree with you. However, in Marvel Snap, where random piles of cards can do okay, I think there's something to be said for always having a shot. What if I do this and then I do this? I have priority. Let's do it. Let's get rid of this Cerebrum.
Kneel before the Galactus.
And then this adamantine infusion, I can fastball special the Galactus away, and then adamantine infusion Galactus and Penny Parker back. Infusion doesn't work on Carmartage. It only happens once because it banishes itself. Oh, that's annoying. So we know they have a copy of... We know they have a 3-power copy of Cerebro, so they're going to go to 24. I can actually only get to 22 here, yeah? Man, we're cooked? I think we're cooked, yet. Oh, I could fastball. I could fastball to take one away. Yeah, I should fastball. JK, LOL. Who said I should fastball? Fuck you. Pay me. God, what an idiot. Imagine wanting to fastball. For the record, I think playing fastball special here was optimal because fastball special beats their Cerebro plus another 3-power thing. I think it's incorrect to play around the Luke Cage. This is one of those instances where I feel like I made the wrong play and we won anyways. Just like you could make the right play.
Breaking news.
Wow, that is a stunning piece of art. I don't think I've seen that one before. It's a 700 gold variant. You probably have it. I mean, details. Opponent has Luke Cage, and they're likely a Valkyrie deck. I'm pretty sure this is a Homelandian, yeah? Yes, they're probably playing the Cerebralist that we've played a bit in the past. That means Valk's something we gotta be concerned with. This matchup's probably bad for us. Cooking or baked? Baked! Chat's so confident we're baked. Dude! Where's Makari? What's your favorite Star-Lord deck that you've played so far? I like the Finfang Food Piles without Haivo. Like the one I featured in the opening video. Lucas! Okay, but like, how do they win with the Monster Metropolis? Oh, Valk. Yeah, it's fair. Wait, when I have one with Galactus in the center, oh my goodness, I win with Galactus in the center, yeah? Should have just believed in cheese, chat. Should have believed in the cheese. Wait, would I? How does that work? No, because they're 6s, yeah? They're 6s and then they go to 9s? No, I wouldn't have won. I wouldn't have won. No, we're good. Yeah, he would have only tied them. Opponent's deck is very reasonable and sweet, by the way. It's one of the older ones hanging out in my deck editor. You haven't seen it? There's highlights of it up on the Jeff Oakland channel. Are we cooked? I think we're cooked. Okay, but like, what if I Galactus the Rickety Bridge? Does M'Baku beat us? M'Baku wins Rickety Bridge, yeah? Valk's real bad for me. I haven't triggered Aunt May's, so I can't Galactus Fastball Infusion. I think we're just hoping not to get Galactus. Or not to get Valkyrie. Rip. If this goes left, we win. Oh my goodness! Sometimes lucky rubber ducky.
Victory.
I ain't see no coin flip, chat. There's no coin on your screen. Only baby games like Pokemon Pocket have coin flips. This was a very good beat, Nora. Good luck in the rest of your conquesting today. Sometimes fortunate. There are no coin flips in Ba Sing Se. Just be a streamer and then it's guaranteed. Exactly. So, I always tell people you can tell how much I like a deck and how reasonable it is and for how long based on how long it's been in my deck editor. And the Galactus deck now is 4th from the bottom. And actually our last opponent's deck, that Cerebro deck I was talking about that we've got highlights on, that's 3rd actually. It's one step ahead of it. So this one, ever since Adamantine Infusion and Fastball Special were added to the game, these 12 cards have felt really good and clean. It wins with Galactus, but it also wins with Man Spider. It's just this really good 1-2 punch that allows you to get fortunate even when your opponent has interaction a lot of the time, and sometimes just straight up play through it. I think this deck is very competitive, and it's very unique in the kind of play patterns that it runs out with. Benes, thank you for the submission on the Darkhawk deck. I have 2 ahead of you, Benes. So you'll be our last one today, leader, this afternoon. I'm going to take those down. We got 3 more decks. We're going to be moving on to the next one. I have been sent this lovely pile of cards. Lovely. So let's go ahead and take a pause for the cause. Let some adverts roll. I'm going to run my lunch leftovers upstairs, and then when we get back, we're going to jump on into some games with this. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button, gamers. Like button pushers. All right, let's dive in with this. Huh. It's still weird to me that Gambit discards a card with nothing to kill now. He didn't work that way for a long time. Yeah, I forget what exactly that change happened, but it's been changed for a little bit. I think I'm holding this to bid with this for now. Sir Miss-a-lot, thanks for not missing a Hoglandian sub. Appreciate the 4.5 years of support. Hope your personal sphere is doing well. Come on, come on. Unlucky, unlucky. Oh, am I doing this now? I might be doing this now. Change my mind. I would like a Hood or a Bucky. I accept that as well, I guess. It's snowed on us again, which means I get to hear about global warming from the extended family. Ugh. What wonderful human beings. I just learned that if Magus copies Surge, nothing happens. Yeah, Magus doesn't work with honor reveals, gamer. He says that on the card. Also, fun fact, I don't think I'm breaking an NDA to share this because I think it's an amusing story. I'm actually the reason that Magus says on the card doesn't work with honor reveals, because I was doing the start of season preview for that card, and I was messaging second dinner devs like, why doesn't Magus work with honor reveals? I'm trying, why isn't it working? Is it broken? Is the build not working? They're like, yeah, I guess we should clarify that in this text. It's like, yeah, that would probably be good.
You won't need this anymore.
I am reborn.
So you tested cards before release? Yeah, I mean, how else do you think the videos get done with the cards that get posted on release day? There's a creator video every single week on the Marvel Snap YouTube channel. Mid to infant the season was bummed that I felt like I had to run Supergiant or lose the Star-Lord combo. I mean, your options are interact with the powerful thing or go over the top of it. Yeah, Man Spider should have a good matchup into most Star-Lord stuff. I would imagine Fin Fang Foom stuff's not too bad. Mr. Negative's probably solid. So the confusion on Magus is in part related to the fact that Symbiote Spider-Man is an activate that explicitly triggers on reveals when it merges into a thing, I think. Also, Magus as a card is like a lot more interesting and good if it can copy on reveals, so part of it was probably wishful thinking. Yeah, unironically, Spider-Ham's still very good. Spider-Ham's another card that can interface with Star-Lord. I want to wait to play the Demon out because we're a Killmonger deck. We might use that to kill here. If Magus copied it on reveal, could you Odin it to go off? Yes, but that's a lot of work for a pretty minimal payoff. Why? Honey. Honey. Hi, my name is who? My name was what? Order! Order the cart! Oh, they're gonna Odin. Oh, that's hilarious. That doesn't really work though, right? Because Odin doesn't trigger Odin. Oh, should we Gambit before we Captain Marvel? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because we risk destroying the,
Great power.
Oh, we risk destroying the, what's that called here? The cards Mario penalizes.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Alright, lost that coin flip, unfortunately. Nice! Won that one. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Small sequencing mistake. Masterfully won anyways. Easy game.
Victory.
Anybody else surprised that Zombie Captain Marvel hasn't gotten a buff yet? I feel like there's no way she has good stats or is popular on the back end, yeah? Really surprised she's still a 4. Hey, Jeff, I was wondering if you landed on a 10 rings deck that you felt worked fairly well. I mean, it's one of those instances of, I think I can tell you the least bad 10 rings deck, but at the same time, I don't know that I think it's good. Like, Wiccan stuff is the least bad way to play it. But is it better than playing other Wiccan stuff? Probably not.
Opponent snapped.
Left side location feeling incredibly hostile today. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. Then we get Phantom X down, and then Gambit enables Phantom X on the last turn. Mercury, Scarlet Witch. What's cooking a little bit here? Is Zombie Captain Marvel good here? I get to play her on 4, and then I could go Morrow Demon Gambit on... What's it called? Oh, they're probably a super giant deck. Yeah, that would explain it. Good call. Narrator, it turns out Zombie Captain Marvel was in fact not good. Shocker. Shocker, I know. To the surprise of many. Demon right. Well, I'm gonna get more points on the right from Phantom X, and Mercury could technically move, yeah? One drop's actually the best draw in our deck because it means I get to guarantee the Morrow gets bid here. Oh, also, Wild Child's getting bigger here as well. So that's even more reason to not demon the right. Beating Maximus, yeah. Dragon of the Moon! That's adorable. Oh, it's a little annoying for our hood, but not the end of the world. What are the stats of Dragon of the Moon now that people seem to be putting it in Supergiant decks? I mean, the Supergiant decks are good. Fine Geico, thank you for the brand new primer. I know there's a lot of great people you can send that to on Twitch every month. Thanks for sending it this way this month and keeping me around. Folks like you make my job possible. You ever murdered a duck before? The Hella Star-Lord decks are playing Howie, yeah? Am I remembering that correctly?
I want the throne. Great power comes.
Fucking guy, chat. This fucking guy. What a predictable, yet still incredibly frustrating betrayal. I think it's this, and then I hope to top deck Blade deck's turn. Well, we're cooked if they got it. Dinner's ready. Come and get it. Did we do it?
Anymore.
I think we did it, gamers. We're winning on the left, yeah? Oh, I need 2 Morrow hits to go there? Oh my goodness, did that really just fucking happen? No. No! No, Benjamin! Come on! You owed me after that gambit, Ben. For fuck's sake. Never before has anyone been as criminally as unlucky as I am. It's a damn shame. Seeing my Phantom X without a... Oh wait, am I missing a Zombie Giant Man variant still too? I think I am. Oh, am I buying that one? I'll have to double check. I might be buying this one. Still don't have a zombie. I don't love that style of variant, but I want a variant for it. Oh man, I forgot to claim missions. But who could possibly stay mad at Gambit? I'm pretty good at staying mad at Gambit. He's a dick. Sweat, baby, sweat. Very serious. Silver ticket. Does Magus work with activate cards? He does not. A card can only be activated once. So he can take the text of an activate card, but he won't do anything for you. Playing the demon out means I can't... Am I eating these with Carnage, or am I putting Zombie Captain Marvel here later? I think I'm putting Zombie Captain Marvel here later. I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, are they a Hella player sweating? Do sweats actually think Hella is good? What the fuck is happening? Am I in the upside down? Why are there sweats playing Hella? Please send help. Oh, Anti-Venom's adorable. That's another way for them to that's another way for them to do, what's it called? Can you Joe cast to the Magus that copied activate? Sure. You're technically correct that works, but also you're still an idiot because it's not good. There's a difference between technically works in the confines of the Marvel Snap rules and is reasonable enough to play in an actual game. Magus is already an incredible extra energy investment to get the effect you're gonna have. Having to jump through an additional hoop on top of that really makes it terrible. Alright, gamers, we need to draw Gambit or Blade. 50% of the time, it works every time. Unlucky. Unlucky! I assume we're cooked here, but I'm also not going to play 800 games against them, so, you know, next. Next! With Luke Cage, a discard was only worth 4 points anyways. That's true. Phantom X wasn't working regardless. Oh my goodness, gamer. Press your fucking buttons. Moments like these make me happy that I don't have emotes. Can I win? Center and left? They're playing Sentry in their deck? Interesting. Oh wait, are we tying the right? I think we're tying the right, yeah?
Great power comes.
Oh, we totes with this.
baby.
Oh, we totes with this. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Imagine sweating that profusely and then losing to zombie Captain Marvel. Marvel Snap format staple. Zombie Captain Marvel. Kicking posteriors and taking names. When will Second Dinner reign in her tyranny? How much longer shall we have to live under her iron fist? She doesn't even have the decency to move us to the left, chat. We are simply crushed beneath it. Why haven't they buffed Zombie Captain Marvel? 10 minutes later, when will they nerf Zombie Captain Marvel? Listen, I'm just asking the questions everybody in chat has on their mind, okay? Rest assured, I have already sent Second Dinner a strongly worded letter. God bless us, everyone. Oh, nice. I can play this here. It won't get murked. That's lovely. Oh, they're Kang. They're not Thanos. Spicy.
I want the throne.
My goodness, that's a Morrow? I have Gambit queued up already? Fine, no one gets any cards, I guess. Sedge. Sedge. Shame we didn't find Carnage for over here. They probably beat 5 here. Let's play for the other 2. Did I order that right? I think I ordered that right. You. Final answer. Final answer. Oh my goodness, they didn't keep us honest on the right. That's so good. Losing that coin flip is sad. Can we hit the 66%er? Okay, that's good. Pew pew pew. Keg Surfer into real Surfer. Oh my goodness, they won the right. That's hilarious. The ups and downs. I laughed. I cried. Really, the whole range of emotions. That was a 1 in 7. Yep. Lore accurate bullseye. He is a sniper. Phantom X is one of those cards where every time I play it, I'm just like, man, this card is way better than his play rate should imply. I think folks think it's bad. Part of it is that. I think another thing is it requires some niche cards. Like Morrow and Wild Child probably aren't in a ton of people's collections.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Oh, and because nobody's asked, I feel the need to point it out. Is my stream title a personal attack on Not My Dance? No, of course not. I would never do that. That would be mean. Oh my goodness. Woo!
I want the throne. Great power comes.
Good night. Change the title of the stream right now. You can't make me. Any recommendations for Moonstone decks that are not playing Doom 99? You could probably just shove it in Chamber Ramp and be okay. Ooh, plus 10 for the top. I think we got this, gamers. Every time. Every time it's been declared. Oh, God, the suspense while waiting for the animation. No, it's clobbering time. The worst part is we'd have won this game if I would have played Gambit in the center. Mistakes remain. If I would have played Gambit center, we'd have beaten that Sedge. this last 2 months or so, I've been feeling like the events are too dreadful to complete free to play. They ask you to log in every 8 hours for what feels like almost all of the events. Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty vocal about that's actually high voltage specifically. Are there any other Marvel Snap limited time game modes other than high voltage that expect you to log in every 8 hours to optimize them? I think it's just high voltage, right? Burning through tickets and the other game mode is sort of like that, but it's less necessary. Yeah, but your tickets in the other one you can build up for a whole day once you spend down to 0, right? So that one isn't to log in every 8 hours. All the limited time game modes have a timer in them. High voltage is just the most offensive because you can't build up the missions, right? You have to do missions every 8 hours. I think Team Clash was 16 hours, which I think 16 hours is better, but still not ideal. In my personal opinion, I really hate game modes that or just game designs that expect you to log in more than once per day. Yes, and exactly what Leandro said there in chat. That's why I've been buying the event passes. That design is intentional. They are intentionally designing the events to require a lot of you, so that way you feel incentivized to buy the passes. Because the passes are bad currency value, but they save you time. The reason the passes exist is to save you time. Order in the court! I'm not on a line, you're on a line! And again, just to reiterate, if you turn Magus into Phantom X, you can't reactivate him. It does not work that way. Is this a zombie Captain Marvel turn? I think it is, chat. I think she sounds great. One of the best ways I can frame the event passes from the limited time game modes as well is that, what's the word I'm searching for? If you're someone who buys the gold pass in Marvel Snap, and then you use that gold pass on the limited time game modes, it effectively only costs you $2 for the 800 gold. So it's like really cheap, all things considered, to make that happen, or to use those things. This board's about to get wacky and weird, and I'm all for it. Oh, you know, maybe I should have cleared out the left so I could fill it for them too. Yeah, I messed up here, actually. I should have zombie Captain Marveled before I Carnage, so that way a Spider-Man could have gone left to lock them there as well. I messed this up. They're -1 and +2, so this is a net positive here. And then we'll YOLO Gambit. At'll do, pig. At'll do.
Victory.
Shu Lao, too strong, can't be beat. It's so funny to me that people are asking for that card to be nerfed again. I imagine that they'll end up shutting up about that pretty quick. Now that it's no longer the shiny new thing. Move over, Shu Lao. There's a different shiny combo season pass card in town. Gamer, shut up, you must be new. Okay, to be fair, when I say they'll shut up, I mean they'll move to complaining about something else, just for the sake of it. You are correct that, like, they absolutely aren't going to shut up, and that was a poor choice of words. But they'll stop bitching about that one in particular.
Great power comes.
If you're not willing to free-to-play an event and don't own the Series 4 or 5 cards, the Premium Pass is bad value, or do you mean it's bad for collection complete players? I mean, buying the Premium Pass is technically spending gold on something you could get for free. You're spending the gold on that Premium Pass to get to the thing faster or to not have to grind the game mode. And it's fine to spend your resources to save yourself time. Like, money is time. Spend your resources in a way that makes you happy. However, the amount of credits and collector's tokens that you get from the average Premium Pass in a Marvel Snap game mode are less collection progress than if you spent that same gold on other ways to progress your collection. That's what I'm trying to communicate. Now let's put this in the back, just in case they're a Foom deck, which they likely are. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Do 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 do. Murder. Murder. Do-do. Do-do. Is this actually good in the center? I don't know if this is good in the center, right? They're going to go down to 5, 11, and then 7. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. I have to win the right, but... Oh! Oh! I got a Goliath. Shit. That means Phantom X doesn't work, and this doesn't get bigger? Wow! Would I have won if I'd have played the Blade Center and played around Goliath? I think I would have, yeah. Because we would have been plus 4 here, and they would have been -4. Yeah, we would have been 23 to 22, and then we would have swung here as well. Yeah, Blade Center wins that. Gross. Unlucky. All variants, nothing I could do. Something rigged pay to win game. I mean, we only lost because we got stream sniped. Yep. Should have put a cookie up. Phantom X, Zombie Captain Marvel. Bud. Annoying. Annoying. Get to go Hood Carnage here next turn. Hey, that's good for us and bad for them. Probably Galactus stuff. You'd have your shield up in 60% of your games just to be safe, though. Yeah, exactly. Some of the folks were chatting at the Discord server the other day, and they said they had a stream on, and the content creator left their screen blocker up for an entire game in Infinite Conquest. Which is really funny. Murder? Do I want to murder? Murder gives them room to Galactus. I think I murder at the end, right? I think it's an end of the game murder angle. Throw off the scent here. Hopefully we draw Uncle Ben next turn. Maverick. I have some regrets. Noise. Sometimes lucky. Whoop ball. Thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Zombie Captain Marvel's a really sad draw because it means I can't bin the Morrow now. I would like to kill some squirrels. I'd like to kill some squirrels. Heidi-ho the Cheerio. I'd like to kill some squirrels. Oh my goodness! He's a monster! Merci! Merci! Murder. Murder, murder.
Victory.
Poor Nico. Just doing her best to get by in this cold, hard world. Killmonger was an absolute unit this afternoon. What an obnoxious card. I think Phantom X might unironically be one of the best cards that hasn't found an optimal deck in stat, just so I feel like a lot of people haven't worked on it. Like I've played so many different iterations of Phantom X decks since he came out, and they just like consistently feel so close and good. Morrow and Wild Child are such fantastic payoffs alongside him as well. Just like really strong, good on rate cards. Zombie Captain Marvel. I'm gonna be honest, chat. She vastly exceeded my expectations during today's set. I can say she was not embarrassing. I'm not gonna tell you she's good. I don't believe in lying to my audience, but not embarrassing is an accurate summation of the Zombie Captain Marvel experience. And then you kind of mix all that back together into the fact that this deck is also playing Shadow King and Killmonger like we saw in a couple of those last couple of games to really break your opponent's stuff in tandem with Gambit. And suddenly you've got a deck that's got like solid proactive numbers with a dash of disruption, and you've got a formula for something that's a pretty good Marvel stat deck. Uncle Ben's does disruptive element as well. Super fun disruptive design on him. All right, let's take a pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. And when we get back, I have been paid to be a part of the problem. We're going to play some Star-Lord MODOK Hella. We'll be back in 120 seconds. I'm going to run and grab a stack in the meantime, in between time. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Oh. All right. Let's find... Star-Lord Hella. Are we the bad man? Absolutely. Can you believe I'm gonna load up this busted new deck, chat? How else can I achieve a 47% win rate if not playing this new deck? We queued into someone earlier who had anti-venom in their build. That seemed kind of cute. Playing against someone using Invisible Woman. That's an oldie but a goodie. Been a while since we played her.
Legendary.
Do we just cut Howard and Raw Dog the Iron Lad? I think it's a cut Howard, Raw Dog the Iron Lad angle.
Opponent snapped.
Yes, there's a very horny Creative House Pocket Morgan variant in the shop. Huh? This is actually bad for us, right? Because I don't have something else to play out. I just bricked a draw that could have been Hella or whatever, and now it wasn't. That's real. That's real clunky. It's fine, chat. We're gonna blink Star-Lord into MODOK, and then we're gonna Iron Lad into Hela. Need to skillfully hit the correct order. Wouldn't have it any other way. Been playing the Agatha discard deck for your 50 archetypes video. It's been a lot of fun. It's got a weird amount of variance, but the variance feels kind of controlled. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. I mean, the whole deck's built around, like, getting Agatha out of your hand, right? You should be taking bets on this. I mean, the odds are 1 in 9, yeah? The Iron Lad and Blink order doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, that's true. Which means I should, Iron Lad first to keep the higher power Star-Lord in play. Alrighty then. 1 and 3. Why was Star-Lord so tiny, chat? Why was he so little? I don't understand. A poor little guy. It's cold out. Yep, he's a grower, not a shower. Star-Lord doing his best Wasp impersonation. Beep, 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 beep. He likes Sword. I think Star-Lord Master of the Sun is an awesome addition to the game. He's a really unique, sweet combo enabler that has both a deck building requirement and an in-game sequencing requirement to maximize him. He's one of the best types of cards to be added to the game. Love that style of effect in general. Super fun card. Honestly, Thaddeus has felt kind of bad in this deck. He keeps filling our hand with big power things, meaning I don't have space to draw Modok or Hello. I love a sure thing, chat. Who is saying we should cut? Who is saying we should cut? We should cut Thaddeus. It must be stupid.
Minions to me.
Foobig! Marvel steps a skill-based game, doo-da, doo-da. Marvel steps a skill-based game, oh, the doo-da day. Masterfully outplayed by opponent. Absolutely titillating, brain-tickling gameplay. Out navigated here. Much skill expression, such wow. The perfect deck to play while you're doing something else. Yep. Clearing them missions out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Going on, hogs? 38 is a long time. Marvel Staff's been around for a little bit, huh? Thanks for keeping me around. Just faced an opponent whose username was More Ice Please with the title Chimichanga Chaser. Yep. You know, I think enough people don't realize that, like, all of the absolute atrocities and human rights violations that the Trump admin is committing with their mass Gestapo is very much a feature and not a bug, and something that lots of horrible human beings are happy is happening. You're not gonna You're not gonna. They're not changing hearts and minds. This is what they voted for. The hateful rhetoric and the harassing people and the denying people rights. That's what they want. All right, so we just we do nothing, yeah? Jeff, do you want to file your taxes or something while you play these games? Yep. Ooh, spicy. I have 5 different costs in my hand here too, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. This is a Q&A portion of the stream. It is, yeah. Ask me anything, Chip.
Cut off one head, 2 more
Rest
shall take its
in
place.
peace.
All hail Hydra!
This fucking guy.
You won't need this anymore.
Colossus holding the line here.
To me.
No! No! Crystal! Oh, Crystal! Will we see a 10,000 USD desktop graphics card this year due to AI slop? Unironically, we might. How does it feel to live in a post-apocalyptic world? That's silly. Our current society is dystopian, not post-apocalyptic. Come on now. Cyberpunk got it right, etc., etc. Yeah, 5090s are over $4,000. I bet they hit at least another 1,000 or 2. Is that a Kalashi bet? Because I'm willing to bet yes on a 10K GPU. Oh yeah, that's true. It was announced that Nvidia's not going to be releasing the Super Series for the 5000s this year, and the 6000 series probably won't launch in 2027. Or I guess that technically wasn't announced. It was an insider that was making that claim. Jeff, I know you were paid to play this, but can you not play it? We're going to give it one segment in between 2 ad rolls. So we've got another 10 minutes, and then we will we'll roll on to something more interesting. All right, so if we draw Giganto, Blink is guaranteed to turn Star-Lord into Hela. We'll get one more draw here. Oh no! This ruins us, yeah? Wait, actually, I want to draw Giganto and not Hela, because I'm only gonna have 10 next turn. Yeah. Modok Blink work. If I draw Hela, I actually can't do it. So I need to draw Giganto to guarantee to have the Blink Hela. No! Unlucky. Unlucky.
Escaped.
And I'll play one more game. And then we're gonna take an ad break, and then we're gonna play something else. I have one more viewer deck queued up. I have a request to play Darkhawk, which will be way more engaging than this instead of Lomar. Oh, you know what? Should we build Darkhawk Magus? That was on my list to try. Should we build Darkhawk Magus for the Darkhawk request? That's totally what we should do. How can gamers play this deck? It's so boring. Not only is it boring, but it's also not very good by the numbers, just so we're clear. It's both boring and bad. You play any Magus hits in that deck other than Darkhawk? Yeah, probably Iron Man. And then you like play the cheap Darkhawk enablers. Korg, maybe what's his name, the 3-drop? I suspect it's because it's got a good cube rate. It actually doesn't really have a good cube rate. It has a pretty similarly average or even slightly below average, depending on the list you're looking at, cube rate, when you account for the fact that we're looking at bot inflated data. We can see what it looks like next week, I guess, when we have only post-infinite data for it, because there's no bot inflation there, but the actual cube rate is actually not that impressive. Oh yeah, it's actually probably good at farming bots, so it doesn't put stats into play in advance. That's a good call out. We're just invisible in Modok, hell yeah. Just old school. This used to be the deck, chat. This used to be the deck. So it's how you did it. So it's optimal.
Enough said, bub.
Are you ready to be docked with, opponent? Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Pause. I said what I said. All different costing. And we do have 6 differently costing cards in our hand, don't we?
Game.
That's actually hilarious. Whee! Spin. 2. Win. I don't think it's possible for us to get a losing combination here.
Minions to me.
It's beautiful. Do do do. Do 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 do. I finally have the perfect deck to teach my 5-year-old how to play Marvel Snap with, chat.
Oh, snap.
She's 5.5. That's true. Don't forget that. Don't forget the half, chat. Gonna be a big trouble. You forget the half. That's so bad for us. That's so bad for us.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
So Jeff, any fun plans this weekend? Jacob is turning 12 next week, so we're gonna have some friends over for that, I think. We could Star-Lord now. What does Star-Lording now accomplish? I think it's Invisible Woman. And then I Invisible Woman, and then I tuck Iron Lad underneath her. And then if we draw MODOK, we MODOK here. And if we draw Hela, we Hela here. And then Iron Lad hits the other one. And if neither of those cards get drawn, we can try the Blink Gambit. Alright, I mean, 50% of the time it works every time, yeah? 5 different costs and 6 cards? If opponent doesn't spend all of their energy, we're 100% because we'll draw death. That's true, isn't it? I can't believe people weren't playing Invisible Woman in this deck. Oh my god, is it going to be good if people play Invisible Woman? That would be really bad.
You won't need this anymore.
Minions to me.
Marvel Snaps a skill-based game. Do-da, do-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Oh, chat, I can't do any more of this. If this made it onto YouTube as a highlight, I'd like to apologize in advance. It means I ran out of other worthwhile decks to highlight, but, you know, if you want to play Marvel Snap while you're doing literally anything else, this is the deck to play. I'm gonna go play literally anything else now, because this is boring. What was the untapped run for clicks? Asking the real questions. With me retreating that last game 2 and 3, my untapped records aren't super accurate because I often leave games when my opponent sweats. File that video under break glass in case you're... Yeah, when I'm like taking notes and stuff, I'll take notes on a deck like that, and I'll just put it next to it, and I'll be like, only use if you have nothing else to post on a day. Post literally anything else first. I don't think I'll need it. I think looking at my notes, I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 decks queued up already waiting to be posted. 5 decks waiting to be posted. Not counting the Hella deck, so I'm probably good through the OTA. And then I don't always post things recorded before the OTA, after the OTA. It depends on how big the OTA is, I guess. I don't know that we can Terrax in a Sunspot deck. Hey, Sloth. Thanks for keeping me around. Welcome back. Do you have a favorite Morgan Le Fay deck right now? I haven't played her in a little bit, Crockett. Probably just whatever's in my deck's guide. You want Warlock? I was pretty happy with Warlock and the other builds. Gives you some nice cube equity. Super Giant. Ugh. Card's just such a buzzkill. I mean, I guess we technically can play Super Giant, right? What about Anti-Venom Luke? Oh, I like Anti-Venom Luke. That's super solid. That's a wonderful, wonderful show. Howdy, Lux. Oh yeah, Magus can fish up Luke on occasion too. I think I want other cheaper cards here. Maybe more disruptive elements, like Spider Ham, perhaps. Honestly, I don't hate the concept of Rock Slide. Yeah, why is Rock Slide still a 4/5? It's honestly offensive. I want another one or a 2 for the last card, I think. Grandmaster. Sorry, I want a 1 or a 2 that I can play on 2. Merlin. I don't know that we have enough good tuck targets for Merlin. It's probably just Iceman. Ooh, I like Quake. I like Quake. Surge. Surge is interesting, and I do have a new variant for her. I I think it's Quake. I like Quake as a card that blows people out. Do we have CHP Rock Slide? Do I have CHP Rock Slide? That's a good question. Is this Creative House Pocket Rock Slide? Forget, I don't think so. Oh, it is. Yeah, we can do that. Quake also has synergy with Luke. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I like this, I think. Let's take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. When we return, we'll give this a go. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. If you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoy the range of different decks that us playing here 5 days a week with highlights 7 days a week at 7 a.m. Central, make sure you tap the like button on whatever you're watching right now. Oh, be right. Oh my goodness. The kids all had a half day at school, so Christy, this morning before I went live, Christy and I made them a list of things they had to do when they got home, so they didn't just have the entire half day off. They're so miserable up there, chat. Poor kids having to work for their keep. It's a hard knock life. Josie, thank you for the prime. I appreciate the over 2.5 years. Simon, thank you for the 16 months. And BKU Hacks, coming in with a nice amount of months. I appreciate the 69. Welcome back. Hey, T-Says, thank you for the 23. Good afternoon. The kids don't realize they can call your bluff and not do the stuff, and you'll still let them live there, but I won't tell them. Yeah, but they have a lot of nice stuff they want to keep. They have gaming computers and PlayStations and cell phones. All those things can disappear. You're right, they can still live here, but it'll be a lot less exciting living.
Opponent snapped.
I found the rock.
Hey, Manicus, you are currently subbed. I don't think you sent the notification through, but the support came through. Appreciate it. I really like that parenting style. Yep. Chat, I remember what it was like being a kid. I mean, I'm a millennial, so like most millennials, I grew up with corporate punishment. hands, belts, the occasional spoon. And I very vividly remember, like, by the time I was like 11 or 12 years old, like, you'd much rather get hit than have your cell phone taken away or your Game Boy taken away. Because getting hit was like, it hurt, but it was over after a minute. And that's just one of the reasons, you know, why corporal punishment and boomers that did it were so fucking stupid, right? Because, like, not only is it child abuse, but it's also just not effective. It's fucking stupid. Like, you abuse your child and you don't get the results you actually want from it. It's just, like, very awful top to bottom, like most things boomers vote for. And the child grows up to despise you. What? Why would I despise the people who made me kneel on pencils for punishment? How could I possibly despise those people? All right, Darkhawk Center, Iron Man here, She-Hulk here, Quake here. Easier than you might expect, I know. Believe it or not, we don't see Grandma and Grandpa very often.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Victory.
A lovely first game. We didn't get to use Magus, but on the back of Elysium, we got to use the rest of the bits of this Buffalo, with Darkhawk being a tech card into Intermission being the icing on the cake. You know, I actually didn't get the worst of it that often, Angry Sloth, because I was the second child, so I was largely smart enough to learn from my older brother's mistakes and not get it too particularly often. Which makes it even more strange that he's the one that ended up conservative after experiencing all that. Just can't explain people sometimes.
Hey, you found a rook.
Weapon X. Our sunspot is not long for this world, eh? I'm gonna make the top of our deck really free. All right. Luke Cage is going to do the Lord's work here. I think we've got a shot. We're actually winning the left with Luke Cage, yeah? Nice. Okay. Yes, Anti-Venom does kind of let you aim Warlock triggers, yeah. Agree. Not if they Killmonger. Yeah, that's true. You can get us with that one. Unfortunately, as a psychologist, that does make sense. What we know about child abuse by a parent is that it tends to tie the children more closely to the abuser rather than driving them away because they want to earn the parents' love. That is a depressing stat. I was gonna ask why Jeff doesn't talk about his brother yet, but then he made that comment and it makes sense. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of 3. I was the only one of us to move out at a young age. I started living on my own at 17 due to a mixture of, well, gestures broadly at the conversation that we had, plus the means to be able to do so. And it's probably not a coincidence that I'm the first one in that family space to get a college education and the only one to really fully get out of all that. My younger brother's not too bad. He generally means well, but he's like the textbook definition of the white dude who these things largely don't impact them, so he just doesn't think about them actively and tries to avoid them because, well, they aren't his problem yet. Which isn't great, but it's less bad than causing active harm at least. Step in the right direction. Move out of your hometown, folks. It's really hard to move out of your hometown, especially if you're someone who wants to have kids. Like, it took Christy and I a long time to have anything remotely resembling a support system in the place where we live. And even then, most of the time, like, if we want to go out on a date, it doesn't happen very often because it costs us $15 to $20 an hour to have someone come over. Looking forward to Jacob hitting like 13, 14 and being able to be like left home with the 8-year-old or whatever for the evening that Haley will be when he hits that age. Yeah, we do it sometimes, right? But like, it's not something that's like easily accessible. You tried having less racist grandparents. So honestly, that was the thing that made ultimately like telling them to bugger off like the easiest part of it is like we live 2 hours away from them and they're like a combination of selfish enough and lazy enough that like they didn't want to come visit or have us come visit them really anyways. So it's like, well, if you're not making an effort to be in my life anyways, like why do I need to tolerate you being shitty? Like, let's just like formally be like, nah, it's cool. We'll just like go to our separate spots since we were basically doing that anyways. As someone who immigrated to the US to get their master's, having a support system feels like such a privilege. It's underrated. Yeah, for sure. One of those things you just don't think about. I don't have great anti-venom hits in my deck, but I do have Luke Cage. I think I just want to rock slide them. Yeah, porking their zombie giant man's a big deal. For sure. Don't know if this is actually good for us, but if we top deck She-Hulk, because there's a 25%er, it's pretty solid. Just kind of in a bad spot in general here. Prowler's so good. Prowler might honestly be one of the most underrated cards in Marvel Snap currently. That's such a powerful effect. Yeah, looks like we're dead here. If I drew She-Hulk, we could like maybe cope into something, but pretty cooked, yeah. Maybe the fact that we parked Zombie Giant Man could be a saving grace, but if their Prowler hit the relocation spell, this zombie horde could jump and then we're super dead. Oh yeah, Hydra Stomper here too. Oh, he's not that big, I guess. Yeah, there's the Flight Harness. Is it gonna be flipped heads and should have flipped tails type situation here? If I'd have played for the left, would we have won? Yeah, I bet we would have. Yeah, rip. Oh, I guess we're only tying the right though, yeah. So there was a combination of cards in my hand that won this game. If I would have played Luke Cage plus Quake left, and then Darkhawk right, we won. But I don't know that we could like. It's the bad attitude to look at a game and be like, well, I could have beat what they did with the cards in my hand. The question you really want to ask yourself to try and get better is like, did it make sense for me to do something different with the information that I had at the time? And I think the one thing that could have been reasonable here is perhaps I should have played around the Flight Harness and like put something here and then more points here. Like something we could have done that beat this outcome that maybe made sense was like Quake or Anti-Venom here and then the other one here with Darkhawk, because if they have Flight Harness, they're pretty likely to move the Horde. And they're what, two-thirds to have Harness? So perhaps I'm supposed to play around that and I didn't. Don't look at the top card after you mulligan. Yeah, mood. Schmood. Do I want to play Quake on Curve? Sure. My entire ladder's been Star-Lord combo, and I've been finding it hard to keep playing. It's the first time in months. I just don't have a way to predict my opponent's plays. I mean, did you consider playing Conquest or High Voltage? It's very anecdotal, but basically every time I have someone complain about, basically every time I hear someone complain about the, ladder meta, I'm usually having a pretty varied experience in Conquest still. I wish I knew what my opening hand was. Let's find out. Oh, hey, another copy of Anti-Venom's actually cracked, yeah? dangerous. Why would you think I'd be trying to contest there? They're worried about like Fin Fang or maybe they're worried about Fin Fang or speaking of the devil. Maybe they're worried about Fin Fang or Shang. Okay. And they could never beat me at 16 without their Fin Fang Foom, right? So this is just good on the left. Just can't compete, right? Oh my goodness. Honey. They have a second one from Sacred Timeline. Christ almighty. That's so brutal. I don't love Conquest as a mechanic, but I might trade out. I mean, like, this game's a good example, right? Like, I lost the first game and my opponent didn't snap me back, so I just leave. And then it's effectively the same as just, like, playing regular Marvel Snap. Just don't get caught up in the trying to win entire matches. Just, like, have fun playing the game and doing your thing and, like, thinking tactically. And, like, at any point, if your opponent's, like, not snapping you back and playing best of one, or you're just kind of over whatever deck they're playing, just leave. Because it doesn't cost you anything to just leave. Like, just hang out in silver and gold and leave whenever it's remotely not fun, and it's a good time. And eventually, you even build up enough gold tickets so you can have a what the fuck attitude to gold, too, because just doing that, you'll eventually just play enough that you'll get gold tickets. There's that pesky fun word again, yep. I really, truly, genuinely think Marvel Snap's #1 problem in 2026 is the ladder. I think the ladder is one of the worst ways to play Marvel Snap, and it's problematic that one of the worst ways to play the game is the on-demand one that people are most incentivized to engage with. I don't know what the perfect proper solution to the problem is, but I really hope they try something this year with it. Because like I said, I think it's bad for the health of the game that's structurally the case. Look at that, Quake preemptively saving Korg. You'll love to see it. I don't really have good anti-venom hits here, so I'm just going to go ahead and plunk She-Hulk down, I think. Realistically, our deck should probably have a Stardust in it. I usually don't like to play things that are that hard-teched. The fact that my opponent hasn't snapped me here is just like, just so funny. If you're not snapping, God bless America. I've made a point to leave and then retreat the match when people boomer snap me like this, but just to like let them know like, hey, I understand I beat, your snap is bad. I don't let them actually play it out. I really liked Chaos Zero Nightmares gameplay mechanics, and I probably would have played a bunch more of it off and maybe a bit more on stream after the sponsored bit, but it really just doesn't pass my would I feel embarrassed playing this if my grade school son came up and saw me playing it? I think it definitely checks yes to that box. So if you have no shame, or you're not around kids, and it doesn't bother you, like, more power to you. It seems like a mechanically very good game, but it's like, it's a little bit too gooner even for me. It's a goon too far. Yeah, I agree, Uzanani. I really hope we see Deadpool's Diner style snap in. I don't think it's that much more gooner than Hoyoverse games. I disagree. Like, Lauma is a little over, like, just point out a specific, like, Lauma and Yelan are probably, like, the thirstiest character designs in Genshin Impact among a few, and, like, they're more the exception than the rule, and, like, it's kind of like the average female character inside. I'm not familiar with Zenless Zone Zero. Is that one thirstier? Zenless Zone Zero Super Army. I would believe that. I don't have any experience with that one. I have a bit with Honkai Star Rail, and I played a lot of Genshin. And if I'm being honest, I think if every character in Genshin looked like Lauma, I'd probably stop playing it. Yeah, Chaos Zero Nightmare is a single-player roguelite. It was mechanically very good. If, like, a little bit of goon doesn't bother you, and you want to play, like, a good roguelite on your cell phone or on the computer, like, we did a couple sponsored hours of it the other night. Like, mechanically, the game seemed very good. I liked a lot of things that it had going on. I just soak 5 here and get my Hawk, yeah. When I tell my wife that I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero, I just call it the anime booby game for short. That's funny right there. Do good high voltage overdrive decks translate to regular high voltage? I don't think so. Enchantress. That's rude. Alright, can we draw regular Darkhawk? Lucas Cage, eh? Would you be down to try Slay the Spire? I really didn't enjoy Slay, if I'm being honest. Yeah, without being able to play for all 3 here, we are unfortunately just cooked to Fin Fang Foom.
I am Iron Man.
14's a big boy. That's such a good buff. They really need to give Infinite, like, 2 more points. They've given every other 6 drop 2 extra points of power. And poor Infinite is just languishing. Yeah, they just played actual factual Hulk for 6 energy. Just, like, plunked out a chunky 14-pointer, like, this is my card. It was good. Truly, truly good.
Opponent snapped.
To my knowledge, bots currently do not have infinite borders. I am planning to record the best decks roundup tonight and post it before I go to bed, Golrath. So probably, I'll probably do it after I put the 5-year-old to bed. So probably be live like somewhere between 9 and 10 Central, depending on how long it takes me. I definitely want to rock slide what is likely Mr. Negative, yeah. Oh! Well, I guess there are technically Moondragon weekend missions going on, huh? Get that, chat. The S&P 500 wiped out all of its losses from this week today. Who doesn't love a good Friday vibe? Did anything actually happen that caused the rally, or was it just like one of those purely like, nah, we're feeling it today, it's fine, the numbers can go up? It's funny how I mean like eye-opening how untethered from reality all of the markets are. Nothing really happened to make it drop in the first place. Have you looked outside recently? Just checking it. I get like Alliance in the center and feel bad about it. Oh, I'm a little short over there, yeah. Chad, I'm starting to think there's a chance our deck isn't very good. I for one can't believe that Rock Slide might not be playable. Just a chance, just a chance. This is a matchup where we want to wait to Spider Ham until the last possible minute because we want the best possible chance for Zombie Galactite to be in their hand and to get hit. Want to give them the most shots at drawing it. Oh, we keep drawing our Magus cards this set. Sage. If Magus becomes Warlock, can it activate a second time? It cannot.
Hey man, I'm Cook.
I remember when we chose to play Quake instead of Scarlet Witch. I think there's a chance Scarlet Witch is better. People kept asking me why the other build we were playing of Magus was playing Scarlet Witch. Limbo Next is the answer to that question. I don't know, maybe they don't draw it, but feeling pretty cooked here. And if they got it, we're dead. Would Magus be overpowered if it could trigger on reveals? I don't think so, and I'm honestly very disappointed in Second Dinner that they didn't let us try. Oh my goodness, they didn't draw it. Darkhawk, baby Darkhawk, yeah. I'm gonna say they drew Quark's Rock instead, so we won the game. Gamers, are you aware that in a little over a week is Valentine's Day? And if you are not prepared for that for your significant other, our sponsor today, Holzkern, has everything that you need. Holzkern, if you're not familiar, we've been working with them for a number of months now. They make watches and jewelry for both men and women, made largely from natural materials. They are a small family business that was founded in Austria in 2015, and as a special promo, in addition to my code JeffH and my link getting you 15% off of all your orders with them, if you order between now and Valentine's Day, you get a lovely red gift bag that your product will come in to make it the perfect little gift. Holzkern, as the name means wood core, and all of their products come in a lovely wooden box that'll be inside of that red bag as well, that your wonderful jewelry or watch will be inside of. Mine is not in the box because it's on my wrist here. I've got my lovely blue and black band that I honestly love, and then I've got this gorgeous lapis lazuli ring. Shout out to them for providing the goodies there. Obviously, my wife doesn't prefer jewelry quite as emo as I do, so they've got a wonderful range of colors up there for every preference and style. For her, I picked out this beautiful... Where's my link? These are the earrings. I clicked on the wrong link that I had, but they look very similar because they have matching earrings and necklace here. My wife's not a big earring person, but she really loves this rose gold color in her jewelry. And then they have different colors, and purple is her favorite. There's a lot of mixing and matching up here to customize to yours or your partner's preference, depending on what exactly you're looking for and what style looks great. They also gift bundle some of these. If you're looking to pick up matching ones together, you can go ahead and do that, and they'll be sent right to your door. Everything on Holzkern, if you live in the U.S., is going to get delivered to you without any tariff surprises or anything like that for the price that you pay on your website. They've got a warehouse in the United States now that everything is shipping out of. If you're a little bit lost and not quite sure what to pick up for your significant other, they've got gift pages here for him and for her, depending on what exactly you're looking to grab, which is where I picked out my wife's wonderful necklace from. Just went on here looking for colors that I know she enjoys, and found the perfect match. If you're someone that's into timepieces, I have a gorgeous one of those from Holzkern as well, and they come in a huge range of different colors and textures with that really natural focus, ones featuring wood faces or things like the leaf or these lapis lazuli stone settings. They've also got some really slick ones that have like the mechanics and the gears exposed inside of them. Here's a good example of that. Yeah, this one's real cool looking. You can see Everything on inside there. You're looking to pick up a very unique and stylish gift for your significant other for Valentine's Day coming up here soon. Be sure to check them out. Shout out to Holzkern for sponsoring the stream this month and a number of months in the past. It's been a pleasure to work with them. Oh, gamers, I was gonna run long today, but I'm gonna be honest. I am dragging. One of my plague rats got me sick. I've got a bit of a cold, as you've seen me muting and coughing a little bit. So we've been live for 6.5 hours. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it an afternoon here today. I will be back Monday morning with some more live content, and then we'll be doing some more Snap videos over the weekend. Keep an eye out on the Hoaglandia Snap YouTube channel for a best decks roundup tonight. We'll be highlighting the best Star-Lord decks and the best Moondragon decks to help you knock out your weekend missions, as well as the best generic things for climbing and stuff like that in general. I'm also going to have some Enfield direct-to-YouTube content over the weekend if you've been enjoying Arc Knights like myself. Keep an eye on Hoaglandia Enfield for that. And then the Jeff Hoagland channel's going to have a deck upload every single morning, as it always does. Everybody enjoy your weekend wherever you're at in the world, and hopefully we'll see you around again real soon.